Hello everyone and warm welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing great by God's grace. Today we are going to be making meat pie. What kind of meat pie? We are making chicken pie. And oh boy, you're going to love this recipe. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's not going to be your usual meat pie mixing and rolling and baking. No, stay tuned and you see how amazing this is. So we're going to be substituting the meat pie that trees. So you see, meat pie that trees your throat with meat pie that glides through your throat. So stay with me and I'll tell you more. Let's start with our dough. So I have some flour and I'm adding some salt. Okay, so when you're making your dough, and be sure not to add a lot of salt because your filling will have some salt in it. They need to really balance, otherwise you get salty meat pie. Okay, and I've got the ingredients all listed for you, so there's no need for me to go through. So I'm adding 500 grams of margarine to 1,000 grams of flour. We are going to mix it together. So the kind of crust I want to achieve in this meat pie is the crust that is not so dry, because meat pie tends to be dry. So when you eat it, that's when I was saying that it trees your throat, like it's sort of like it scrapes your throat, or it goes down hard when you swallow. Okay, it's hard to swallow. It goes down rough in your throat. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain. Anyway, so you put everything together, you mix it, and I added some milk to the my dough to bind it, to bring it together into a dough. Okay, so this is where the magic happens, right? So we're going to be sort of trying to mimic puff pastry. That's what we're going to, but we are not doing puff pastry. So we're using the puff pastry method technique, but we are not using as much butter. Okay, so rolling the dough out, I have some butter, which is 100 grams of butter. Okay, so the math here is that 1,000 grams of flour I have to use about 700 grams or 750 grams of margarine for this recipe. However, I use only 500 grams. Yeah. And then I'm using the rest of it in butter. So I use margarine and I'm adding butter to create that illusion of puff pastry. But it's not going to be puff pastry. It's just that it's going to lighten things up and it's going to make our crust very lighter than our normal crust, and it's going to be easy on your throat when you swallow. I hope you get what I mean. Okay, so what I'm doing is I just roll my dough into a very flat sheet, and then I spread 50 grams of the butter. So each fold I make, I spread some of the butter on it. So I divided my dough into 4 parts, and each part gets 50 grams of butter, and each roll of the 50 grams of the butter, each roll gets 25 grams of the butter. I hope you get it. So for instance, this one is 1 part of the 4, right? And I rolled it out into a sheet and I spread 25 grams of butter, right? Then I folded it into a book fold for the first time. And then I rolled it again and then I spread the rest of the 25 grams. And that was it. That was the rolling. You can keep going if you want a lot of layers, but then we don't actually want layers. We just want our dough to be nice and light. Okay, that's why we are doing it. So that is it. And then you put it away nicely. Okay, so I'm going to do it again because it's a bit tricky. But this is the first roll, right? I brushed 25 grams of water. I brushed 25 grams of butter on it and fold it as you see me do. That's the book fold. Okay, once it is done, what I would do, I could have folded it nicer. Okay, I could have rolled it out nicer in a square, but sometimes I can't be bothered. I just go with the flow. Okay, sometimes I just don't plan ahead. This is just in hindsight that I could have done it in a better way. Okay, so this is the second one. After folding it the first time, I roll it out again, and then I use the rest of the 25 grams to spread it. So you can use a brush or you can use your bench scraper or whatever you have that can spread it out. And then that is it. That is me rolling it out into a book fold again. That is it. So I will store it in the fridge for 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then for the butter to set. Okay, for the butter to set, right, or to freeze or to then we are coming to roll our meat pie like normal. Okay, It's just that you are not going to roll it anyhowly. Somebody said anyhowly. You delay. Why are you children like this? You schoolboys, you just litter anyhowly. You put things on the floor anyhowly. Hey, boy, that day the school grounds was butu butu butu. Mr. Santi, may you also rest in peace. Anyway, roll out your dough. There are better ways of rolling this dough out, okay? This is not the first time I'm making this video. I'm making this recipe. I do it a lot, right? And I have come up with better ways of rolling it. It's just unfortunate that I don't record everything I make. This is my very first one I made, and this is how I did it. So there's a better way of rolling this thing out. One day I'll bring it to you. So once I cut it into squares. And by the way, you can roll this in circles or anything. I decided to go for a square shape. Okay, so here I'm showing you the thickness. This is the thickness. You can see the layers, a little bit of the layers there. Perfect, amazing. So you just fill it with your chicken filling, and I have that already on my channel long time ago. So you can see how long this video has been sitting in my editing app. Trust me, because that's chicken filling that I did long time ago, and I made this meat pie, and for some reason it's sitting there. But today I want to bring it to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new here, I want to say a warm welcome, and please consider subscribing to this channel, because amazing and beautiful things happen here. And please like this video and share. And to my existing subscribers who have, my returning subscribers, my family and friends, you are all welcome again. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support for all these years. Okay, so yeah, you can roll it any way that you want, but this is how I'm doing it. And today, Charlie, I'm going a different way. I have this bench scraper with these designs, and this is what I'm using to seal. So I'm going to show you again, because I knew I'll be talking, so I had to do it twice. So once you fold it over or you turn it over, you use your design bench scraper, whatever it is, to seal the edges. That's what you can use your fork or anything, but I wanted it to look nice. I had it, and it's just an idea, and it looks pretty beautiful. Tell me if it's not beautiful. It is very, very nice. And once you do that, you seal it with the edges. You have to cut it off. Okay, you just to clean the edges off to make it look nicer. Otherwise, the edges look ragged. And you use the same tool to make the holes, our custom holes we make on meat pie. And that is your meat pie done. This is your chicken pie. It is also meat. Chicken is also meat. Yeah. So that is this. Amazing. And this is what I'm showing, the leftovers. This is how you fold it. So you can watch it, go back and watch it over again. Okay. So you just fold, just check what I'm doing and do exactly how I'm doing. Right. So we are going to be glazing our meat pie, and we're going to be using 1 egg and then a tablespoon of milk. I was going to say oil, a tablespoon of milk and a little bit of water. Okay, mix everything together and brush it. We're going to be baking this in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes, right, at 180 degrees Celsius. That is the safe temperature to bake your pie, right? Otherwise, 200 can also do, but then you have to pay attention to it. 200 degrees Celsius. And look at that. Golden, flaky, and full of flavor. So let me know in the comments below if you are team chicken or beef meat pie. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your foodie friends. And thank you for joining me today. And I will see you in the very next one. Bye.